Hello everyone, welcome to channel Astro Mishta. Let's talk about today about transit. And when we talk about transit, it's very important to actually talk about two planets, two transits. These are one Saturn and the Jupiter, because these two transits are for longer period of time. Saturn takes 2.5 years and Jupiter takes almost 13 months. So because of this duration, longer duration of period, so it has lots of effect on us. So that's the reason we need to know what is going to happen in terms of our ascendant. What are the kinds of result we're gonna have, because it's for a long time. Other planets, among all those 9 planets, other planets are actually gonna take few 45 days, few 1 month, something like this. So let's talk on Saturn transit to Scorpio, which happened last year, 2014, 2nd November. So the good result is that it's no more going to be that stressful for all of us, because there is no more Saturn and Rahu conjunction. That was actually giving lots of stress to almost everyone's life, in relationship, in marketplace, in political scenario, everywhere. And the second good thing is that Jupiter is going exalted right now in Cancer, and from there Jupiter is actually aspecting that Scorpio sign. So that's where this initial phase, which is actually going on right now, of Saturn transit to Scorpio, is a little bit better for almost every one of us, which was earlier. We need to understand one thing. Saturn is going to be in Scorpio, and Scorpio is the 8th sign, which represents 8th house. And 8th house is for chaos, stress, trouble, disturbances, death-like experience, sexual organ, inheritance, anything which is about sex and inheritance and spirituality, occult. So the result will be somehow related to all those things. But the good result is that there will be scope, lots of scope for positive changes, improvement in our life, because 8th sign, 8th house also means healing. Saturn is a great taskmaster. If you are thinking of pending your work for a longer period of time, abandoning your issues unresolved for a long time, then trust me, Saturn is not going to help you out. It's gonna give you hell with time during these 2.5 years, because Saturn is going to bring back all those issues again and again in front of you on the surface, unless you are not resolving them. So you need to show lots of patience to actually resolve your pending issues, past issues. So that's what Saturn wants. Saturn wants you to be patient and clear, straight on the path. Saturn and Mars, they are actually completely opposite to each other. Mars, which is fiery planet, which is very hot, Saturn is cold. Mars is full of youth and Saturn is old, just like me. And Mars is aggressive, Saturn is full of negative tendencies. Mars is action oriented, and Saturn is insecure. So Saturn thinks that Mars is not taking lots of time, enough time to think about before taking any action, and somehow Mars thinks that Saturn is blocking the ability to finish up any work quickly. That enthusiasm Saturn is blocking. So you can understand there is nothing common between these two planets. So hence they are enemy to each other. They are hardcore enemies among all those planets, all those 9 planets. So you can understand that clash is going to be there. So people will be, during this time, you will be surprised and shocked and hurting. Also, that is going to be hurting, very much hurtful, that some well-known person, they will be at times very pushy and some vicious character, because of Mars's push to do the things very quickly and move on. People will be acting very pushy during this time, and some vicious character will come on the surface that will be hurtful and surprising to all of us. So keep your eyes open. Let me tell you what are the signs actually gonna be beneficial during this transit. Those will be Taurus, Libra, Virgo, Gemini, even I would say Capricorn, and those ascendant signs who are going to have neutral results in the initial time and later followed by some negative period, those will be Sagittarius, Pisces, Aquarius, and two signs. They are going to have challenging and stressful time during that transit. They are two ascendant signs and moon signs, both Aries and Scorpios. They will have to be very much alert and observant during that time. Few points I would like to tell everyone, irrespective of whatever your ascendant or moon sign is. You just need to take care of all those things. Number one, avoid fake tax filing, because 8th house is for taxation. So avoid fake tax filing. Secondly, don't push your point of view beyond someone's comfort level. It's not going to be good for you. Number three, get rid of all aggressive sexual tendencies. Number three, if your inheritance issues are going on, you need to show lots of patience, otherwise it's not going to work out. And fourth thing is quite important for almost every one of us, those who are actually in having job, planning to take any car or any house. Be away from taking loan and all, because until you are not very much sure about that you can pay back on time, that on time is very necessary over here, because Saturn has that tendency of delaying things. So 8th house, the house of loan and all those things, so repayment can be a very big issues later. So try to stay away from taking loans. And the important one, don't have revengeful activities, revengeful attitude towards anyone. Saturn will slap you back for sure. So keep that in mind. All these points one will have to be, it's not about just Saturn transit. I would say in our day-to-day life, if we can follow all those things, then Saturn will be happy. That's what Saturn wants us to be. That's how we should follow the things. Saturn's transit during 2017 from this Scorpio to Sagittarius is going to be stressful for almost every one of us, because Saturn is going to cross Gandhan degrees. What is Gandhan degrees? In details I'm going to talk about in other videos, but in short, the last 45 minutes of water to fire and first 45 minutes in that fiery sign is actually Gandhan. So from 29 degree 15 minutes of Scorpio to 0 degree of Sagittarius, that is Gandhan degrees, and then again from 0 to 45 minutes of Sagittarius, that is Gandhan. So that Gandhan knot Saturn is going to cross, and it's not going to cross once, it's going to cross thrice, because Saturn will be retro. Saturn will be coming back to Scorpio again in retrograde motion in 2017 early period. So the early phase of 2017 is going to be quite stressful for almost all of us. We need to be very cautious and we need to take care of that part. But Saturn is very wise. If you are on the track, Saturn will have mercy on you. So just take care of all those things. I'm going to talk about, and it's particularly for different ascendants in my next videos, because it's going to be very long. I can cover up all those things in one video. And before I am gonna end up this video, I want to talk about one thing, that actually one question that keeps on bugging me so much. Why from ascendant? Why transit from ascendant, not from moon sign? But how to make people understand that yes, transit from moon is for your psychological, your mental, emotional changes during that phase. But what about when you'll be getting job? What about when you'll be getting married? What about when you'll be having promotion? So for all those things, you need to see those materialistic goals and achievements. You need to see it from ascendant, from your first house, first sign. So I'll be covering up 12 ascendants every Saturday, and whatever I talked about till now, you can find all those things in my official website astrosocialmr.com. you can give me the feedback, you can give me your comments, feedback and your queries on my Facebook page, and you know I get back to all of you as many as I can. And what else, just be happy, pray to God for this phase so that we can be, steadfast during this period. And I'll be also making one video for Jupiter transit to Leo, that is going to give actually beneficial time for most of us, because in Jupiter, Leo Jupiter is very happy, quite happy. So that's all for today, the general viewpoints of Saturn in Scorpio. So I'll be meeting all of you in next Monday about that Taurus sign, and then again the transit and all. So till then, be happy, and bye bye all the astro enthusiasts. Bye.